Never stop learning, darling, because knowledge doubles every 14 months. Vinyl Guru in the house. Here to talk to you today about fabulous album covers that were redone. Let's have at it.
Vinyl Guru, Vinyl Guru. Vinyl Guru.
I hope that you don't forget to please hit that notification bell and click all so that YouTube can send you all fun stuff that is to come from this channel, as sometimes the algorithm can move and shift turns and tides and not give you everything that you really need. Yes, you need it, don't you? You just need it. Let's not waste any time and just dive into the waters, dear. First one up is gonna be Herb Alpert's classic Whipped Cream and Other Delights. And who did that album cover? Well, Soul Asylum did that album cover, yeah. Soul Asylum did Clam Dip and Other Delights. Another great one is gonna be Pink Floyd's Wish You Were Here. Now, a really killer Spanish punk band, Sinestro Total, also did it. Real interesting, ain't it? Another really great one is gonna be Funkadelic's classic Maggot Brain. A real penetrating image, isn't it? Well, Redman also thought so too. Yes, Wu-Tang Clan's Redman did an album in 1994 called There Is a Dark Side. Real good stuff. Another really great one is Nick Drake's Wait Later. And really killer stoner rock act named Boris recreated it as well. 2003, I believe, so. Good stuff. Here's one that I kind of caught on real quick. The Kinks Controversy. And when I seen this when it came out, yes, Sleater-Kinney's Dig Me Out. This is one that I definitely noticed real quick. Whew. Another one that I caught on to when I seen the artist put their spin on it was, John Kill's Fear came out. And when I seen Sharon Van Etten come out with Tramp, I was like, didn't I see that before? I sure have. Here is another real great one, Serge Gainsbourg doing number 2. And then you have one of my favorite albums of all time, Mike Patton's side project, Lovage, with an album called Music to Make Love to My Old Lady by. Yes, it's that good, just from the title alone, honey. Let's keep this train rolling, honey, because let's be honest, this is pretty endless when you really come to think of it. You know, here's another one that came to my mind when I thought of this is, of course, the Beatles' classic Sgt. Pepper. And then you have Zappa's take on it. Yes, the mother's real shaking it up. Now, another one to come to mind is Brian Ferry's In Your Mind. Yes, and then you have Tyga's Sexter. Awfully similar. Another very obvious takeover was, of course, Rush's debut and the OCs. Whew. And how about Tangerine Dreams' Optic Race and Classics doing their own take? Lovely. And the Keith Hartley band's The Time Is Near. And then you've got Melvin's take on that magic as well. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Then you have Human League Being Boiled, Circus of Death, which, quite the title, honey. And Girls on Top being Scrubbed, doing the alternative. If you're into that synth pop thing, there you go. And how about Tom Jones's Tom and Unwound taking their whole spin on that and just completely not even changing it. I mean, just completely adding some words and scribble scrabble and calling it a day. And Big Star's classic Radio City. You got the Posies doing their feel on that as well. Love it. Love it. This one is pretty legendary. Of course, everyone knows that classic Velvet Underground record. And then Los Vestibales, to get all of your vitamins, minerals, and supplements. You've got Simon and Garfunkel's classic Bookends, but you've also got Kruder and Dorfmeister with Get Stoned, if you're into that down-tempo acid jazz thing. Of course, I'd have to do this one because Guru done an album. If you're into krautrock, they did an album in 1972 called Kangaroo, and the Pavement did their own version, as you can see here. But Pavement didn't do this once. They've done this a couple of times. There was an album by Ambergris, and here is the Pavement version. It seemed like it was a common theme with indie bands at the time to really give a bit of a nod to some of their favorite works out there. Here's another great example. You've got Led Zeppelin's Physical Graffiti and Modest Mouse with their take of Physical Graffiti with Broke. They were too broke to work on their own cover idea, weren't they? Jeez! And you can't forget about the Wailers, yes, Bob Marley and the Wailers with Survival, and Games doing their thing. Go on with it! Nice! We're loving it! We're loving it! Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you had fun seeing how the influence surpasses and seeps into art in various different ways. Well, darling, I hope you enjoyed this ride. Don't forget to put a seatbelt on for the next ride to come. So yes, subscribe and hit that bell and listen, darling. Toodaloo. Until I see you next time. Toodaloo, honey.